Hey guys, Scott Reekers here with Eastmans Hunting Journals, Eastmans Hunting TV, and our YouTube channel, which if you haven't subscribed, I would encourage you to smash that subscribe button so you get notifications all the time. Today, I am here to do a review / overview of the Swagger products. Now, I want to tell you why we're doing it this way. We've worked with Swagger Bipods for a very, very long time, and we have a lot of success in the field, and I want to show you some of the ways that you can use their different products. I'm not going to do an in-depth review on the shooting positions. Todd Helms put together a killer workup that showed all the different shooting positions you can use, so make sure that you watch that video as well. But today I wanted to show some of the different ways that you can use their products and how I've used them in the past, how our team has used them in the past. But the most important thing that I want to show you is we've had success in the field. And the reason I want to talk about success in the field a little bit more and how we've used it for success in the field is one really simple fact. If you're a hunter, you want to know that at the moment of truth, you are practiced and you can connect at the time that it matters. So the first model that I want to talk about is the SFR, and it's a great model for the guy who really likes a traditional bipod. And I know a lot of you have shot off different tripod models over the years and gotten comfortable where you're laying prone. If prone shooting is something that you are a die-hard enthusiast for, this is going to be the model that is going to come standard for that. Yes, you can do what Guy Eastman did, where he was able to take some legs from the Hunter 29 and you're able to put them into this model. Yes, that is possible. You can do that. You can get the longer legs that way, a little bigger bipod that way. However, this is going to be the model of bipod that excels for the person who really wants to shoot prone. And as most of us know, when you are at distance, prone is going to be one of the ways that you are most effective.
Like there's a little cross on the rock that I'm aiming at, hit it dead center, exactly where I planned to. Now it's only 380 yards here at the shot, but I'll take it.
The next model from Swagger that I want to talk about is a Quick Detach 42. This is one of my personal favorites because it allows me a lot of flexibility in many shooting positions. It is an office debate on, get prone. You can always get prone. You can always find a way to get prone. Well, I lean on the other side of that fence where sometimes the animal's not going to give you an opportunity to go prone. So you need to practice in the sitting position, because in places like this where there is sagebrush and there can be tall sagebrush, I grew up in Southwest Wyoming, there is a lot of sagebrush that is really tall that you can get over just by taking a seated shooting position. Personally, I like being able to sit, so I will use this bipod and I'll put it on the front of the rifle and I'll sit in a seated position, and I'll show how you can stabilize here a little bit. One of the ways that you can actually stabilize too is you run this clear up to the top, and you can get that right in there, and it takes a little bit of the spring away. So that's one way to control the spring action at the top. So a little tip there for you. But this is 42 inches, so you're gonna be able to get quite a bit of clearance. I've been able to shoot kneeling with this as well. Kneeling is not one of my preferred shooting positions, so I'm not going to demonstrate that today. I prefer to get seated and be able to have those 3 points of contact as best that you can for, for shooting at distance. The Quick Detach 42 is a great option for getting stable out to those hunting distances and the situation where you're going to have to shoot at 300 to 400 yards. This can make you stable, and it gets you up and above the sagebrush. Next up, I'm gonna talk about these shooting sticks. I use the tar out of these things. These are always in my backpack, no matter what hunt that I am on. I partner these a lot with the SFRs because if I want to be able to sit, I can use these up front and I don't have to take the Quick Detach along. The Quick Detach weighs a little more than the shooting sticks, but if I am in, say, a backcountry situation, what I can do is I can bring this along so I can sit, but I can also bring the SFR along, and I can keep that on the front. This will partner just fine with it. They don't attach or anything like that, but I don't have to take the SFR off if I need to make a quick decision and a quick shot. So this will allow me to shoot well and be able to take a confident shot. Now, full disclosure, this is a shooting stick. It's not a bipod like this Quick Detach. So the difference is I'm not going to shoot out as far to range. I'm not going to be the ethics police. As you can see, I use this, these sticks all over the place. I have hauled them all over Montana, I've hauled them all over Wyoming, and just about everywhere in between that I've hunted. I've even taken this along for turkey hunts. It'll sit in the blind with me on turkey hunts. I know a lot of guys, you know, they don't use that, and that's fine, but it's there. It's an option if I want to be able to use it inside a ground blind. So it's a great tool that has a variety of ways to use it. Nailed it, 450 yards. Probably wouldn't do 450 most of the time like this, unless I chose to do this. Next up, I want to reference a video that Brandon Mason did. It's a little bit different than this, but I'll give you an example of when I used it. Brandon did a demonstration where he used the Hunter 29 from Swagger, which is the bigger model that sits on the fore end of your rifle. But he did a review where he showed how you can use the Hunter 29 and the shooting sticks in the rear, and you can create a very stable platform for shooting. Oh yeah, I got to watch the rocks come down there. Now in 2020, I did something similar where I used a quick detach and I used these shooting sticks, and I shot at 323 yards. I shot one of my better mule deer. It's a big 3x3. It's an episode of Beyond the Grid. It's a great way to shoot. I was shooting downhill, so there was some angle to it, but the buck was moving across the hill and I had to stay with him. And so it was a perfect opportunity to partner these two tools together and make a stable shooting platform. So there you go. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching this review on the Eastmans Hunting Journal's YouTube channel.